Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Golden Bears head coach. He is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. But he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Thomas. Defense all over him.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Right side, it's Lions. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. He'll pull it down and run. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Out wide left, it's Thomas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Quarterback will keep it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Sangapolitelli on the play action. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. JKS. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Orji. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Caught on the RPO. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Thomas. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll give it on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Hendricks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the back. Got some green grass. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Sends it back in motion. Sets his feet. It's Orji. Right down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Jaron Kiave Sangapolitelli. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He leaves it with the back. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Strong. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Sargopolitelli unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Adams. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires left. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Trying to make one miss. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running behind that left side. He's got enough. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Comes down, it's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, and you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Drops back on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Long way to go on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the 1st half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing you.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. JKS. Left side is Perry. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
On the direct snap, it's Orji. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Running the red zone, it's Thomas. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
One more snap coming before halftime. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 24 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Wolverines getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Jaron Chiave Songopolatelli. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here we go, ready, let's go!
Songopolatelli. Extending the play. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on second down. The corners are walked up tight. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Look out! And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Adams. He's past the sticks. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Songo Bolatelli. Takes the easy one to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Songo Bolatelli, play action. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cal.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Makes the catch and he's free. Oh, he just handled it poorly and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Sangapolatelli on the play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. JKS. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down.
Defensively, you know you're going up against one of the best receivers in the game. 4 vertical is something you've seen on film a lot, and defensively, you're going to have to mix and match your coverages to try to slow this dude down.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. at the 7.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Orji. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tells to run, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So first down will open up the final period. The run to the left. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Long way to go on second down. Right back to it. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point was good. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Wide open spaces. He was off to the races, and maybe opportunity would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Glover. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a bonus. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown, Cal! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Buys time to his left. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Powers inside. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.